Why is trading time for money the worst trade you could ever make? That's right, because it's the only thing that's truly limited. It's the only thing you can't get more of. You can get more money, you can't get more time. So eventually we have to start out working for someone or doing something to make money. But if you take a piece of that money and you build a money machine, and what I mean a piece is taking out 10, 15, 20% of your money and you take it off the top. You never see it. If you see it, you'll spend it. If you automate it with your bank and it goes into a separate account, and that money starts building up and you learn how to invest it even reasonably, like just putting the S&P 500, it will compound. And there'll be a day when there'll be enough money in that piece that you've done of investment that the income you earn off of it will make you financially secure or financially free. Because write down this, income is the outcome. You want to get to the point where you have income. Assets, you could say, oh, I have all these assets. But like someone will say to me, I have $500,000 in my 401k. And I'll say, no, actually, I think you have about $250,000 in your 401k. And they go, no, you're not counting the taxes when you take it out, right? So you have to be clear what's your income. Income is the outcome. Income will pay for your lifestyle, like you're talking about. Income will take care of your family. Income pays your mortgage. Income will get you to travel. So your goal is income. How do you get that? You stop being a financial trader and you start building a money machine. You take a percentage of what you earn every month off the top. Now, if many people say, I can't do that, that's all I have. Well, let me give you a clue. I wrote in one of my books about a gentleman named Theodore Johnson, true story, worked for UPS in the 50s and 60s and 70s, and never made more than $14,000 in a year. That was his total largest income of his life. His friend of his said, we're going to take 20% of what you earn, and I'm going to make you rich. He goes, I'll never be rich. He goes, no, we're going to take 20% off the top and put it in this investment account. And he said, I can't do that. I can't afford it. He goes, if we take it off the top and you don't see it, you'll adjust. Trust me. And he goes, you're doing this so you have total financial freedom in the future. And so he said, look, you're saying you can't do it. What if the government came and taxed you 20% right now, Ed, 20% more? What would you do?
Freak out.
You'd scream, you'd yell, and you'd pay it, wouldn't you? You don't have a choice, right? So this is a tax for yourself. That 20% put in the investment account compounded. When he retired, he never made more than 14 grand a year. He had watch this, $70 million. He gave away $35 million while he was alive. Let's hear it for Theodore Johnson, by the way. That's the power of compounding. If you guys out there have children and you teach them, okay, let's say a child's 19 years old. In fact, I've got a visual for one of these. If someone puts it, we'll throw it up on there. Imagine a kid's, 19 years old, and you teach this kid to take $300 a month and set it aside. They can do it, right? They can do it because they have no overhead. I'll call him Joe in the example I'm showing here on the screen. So he puts $300 a month aside, and he puts it in an investment account, doesn't touch it. He puts it, let's say, in the S&P 500. Over time, it's averaged between 8 and 10%. Over the long term, 10. So, and let's say he only does it from 19 to 27 years old. So he only invests for 8 years, and that's it. And he only invests at $300 a month. It ends up being $28,800 total. And let's say he's got a friend, Bob, who sees him at 27 and says, okay, I should do that. He waits till 27 to start. And he says to stay $300 a month. And he doesn't stop after 8 years. He keeps doing it for 38 years till he's 65. He puts in a total of $140,000 in his investments over that time period. Which one has more money at the end? Well, it's a setup. You know it's a setup. Of course, Joe does. He's got $1.8 million. And all he ever invested was $28,000, but it compounded. He left it alone and compounded. His friend has 1.589, still no problem, but he had to invest a bit longer. So for you, my friend, you don't understand compounding. You're being a consumer. You're working your tail off. I understand you're working hard, but you did not do the most basic discipline, and it's not your fault. Remember I said when you're on the path, what's missing? What's missing for you is financial acumen, financial skills. You must get them now, and I'm giving the most basic ones. So step one for everybody, you want to build a money machine. How do you do it? You're going to take a percentage of what you earn, and you're going to take it off the top and put it in an investment account. And then you're going to learn where to invest it. I'm not going to try and teach you all that right now, but you can pick up Money Master the Game, my book. That would be a great book for you to start with. And then I got a new book. Also, it's just coming out right now. But Money Master the Game will walk you through every detail. But then the question you're going to be asking is, how do I get there quicker, right, Ed? It's like, because I'm starting late. How do I do that? So I wrote Money Master the Game, which is the bestseller of its type in the financial category, period for this two and a half decades. And then I wrote a book called Unshakable to prepare people for what I knew was coming, which is there's always going to be a bear market. There's going to be a crash. There was in 2020. I didn't know it was going to cause it, but I wanted people prepared. And I thought I was done.